This is 8th grade, lesson 3.6, solving multi-step equations with variables on both sides. Our goal for today is I can solve multi-step equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Now we've done multi-step equations already. That's when you have to simplify the expression on one side of the equal sign before you can solve for your variable. In this case, you're going to possibly have to simplify on both sides. Maybe you only have to simplify on one side. But you're going to have to also eliminate a variable from one side or the other. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's just kind of one extra step in addition to what we've been doing. So here's our first example. 9x minus 8 is equal to 4x plus 7. So you can see, unlike the problems that we've been solving before, there's a variable on both the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So I'm going to want to get rid of one of those variables. Now, normally, whenever you see a number with a variable, we get rid of it by dividing. Well, in that case, that's only going to eliminate the number. It's not going to eliminate the variable. I want to get rid of both the number and the variable. And the only way we can make something completely disappear is by either adding or subtracting. Now, a trick I'm going to show you is you want to, when you're solving this, you want to get rid of or eliminate the smaller of the two variables. So if I look, I have 9x and 4x. 4x is smaller. I'm going to eliminate the 4x. And this is going to keep you from having to deal with a lot of negatives. So the way I get rid of positive 4x, oh, there it goes again. I'm going to subtract 4x. Now 9x minus 4x is over here is 5x. We haven't done anything to the minus 8, so it carries down. 4x minus 4x is 0. That's gone. The 7 carries down. Now I have a regular two-step equation. So to solve this, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. That gives me 5x is equal to 15. Divide both sides by 5. I get x equals 3. Now I'm going to solve this exact same equation. And this time, instead of eliminating the smaller number, I'm going to eliminate the larger one. So I'm going to eliminate the 9x. Now again, I'm going to get rid of it by subtracting 9x. Now 9x minus 9x gives me 0. This minus 8 carries down because 0 minus 8, that's going to be negative 8. So it's the same thing. 4x minus 9x gives me negative 5x plus 7 carries down. Now I want to get rid of the 7. So subtract 7 from both sides. I get negative 15 is equal to negative 5x. Divide both sides by negative 5. X is equal to 3. If you notice, I still get the same answer. X is equal to 3. But in this one, I was dealing without positive numbers. Down here, whenever I got rid of I eliminated the larger of the variables, I had to deal with some negatives. So that's kind of a trick that you might want to be aware of. So here's another problem. I've got 8x minus 13 plus 3x is equal to 7x plus 5. Now if I just look at the left-hand side, I can simplify this. I can go ahead and combine the 18 plus 3x. I'm sorry, 8 plus 3x. 8 plus 3x is going to give me 11x. Why this changed to minus 19, I don't know. I have no idea why I changed that to minus 19. But yeah, apparently I kept it minus 19, so we're just going to change this to minus 19. It does come out. I guess I was just editing to try to make it come out evenly, and I didn't do that. So go ahead and change it up here. Change it to minus 19. Let me see if I can put that in the text box. And we're going to fill the text box. Well, if I can find it again. Fill the text box, make it white. There we go. Okay, so I edited it. 8x minus 19 plus 3x. That's going to be 11x. Okay, sorry about that. Now I want to get rid of the variable, and I'm going to get rid of the smaller one, 7x. I get rid of that by subtracting. So I subtract 7x on both sides. This gives me 4x minus 19 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I have equals 5. I want to get rid of minus 19. I do that by adding 19. So I get 4x is equal to 5 plus 19 is 24. Divide both sides by 4. X equals 6. One last problem. Hopefully I didn't edit this one as I went through. I've got negative 11 minus 5a is equal to 6 times the quantity 5a plus 4. The first thing I want to do is distribute. So remember, I'm going to multiply the 6 times everything inside the parentheses, both times the 5a and times the plus 4. A lot of you have been forgetting that second number. Don't forget it. So negative 11 minus 5a just carries down. 6 times 5a is 30a. 6 times 4 is 24. The plus sign carries down. Now I want to get rid of the smaller one. In this case, that's going to be the minus 5a, or negative 5a. That's definitely less than 30a. So add 5a to both sides. That's going to eliminate these, leaving just 11, or negative 11, pardon me. On the other side, 30a plus 5a is 35a, plus 24 carries down. Now, if you want to flip it at this point, that's perfectly fine. I want to get rid of the plus 24. I get rid of that by subtracting 24. That gives me negative 35 is equal to 35a. Divide both sides by 35. A is equal to negative 1. So you can see you're not always going to completely eliminate negatives. You will have to deal with negatives somewhat. But if you always eliminate the smaller of the two variables, the coefficient with your variable, the number that the variable is being multiplied by, that will always be positive if you eliminate the smaller of the two values. So that's going to help you, I think. I hope. So we're going to spend a couple days working on this. As always, if you've got questions, just ask.